Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming. We are the St. Louis Blight Authority.
Yes, we are. Yeah! Yeah!
And we are here to do whatever we can to be partnered with the community here. My name is Bill Pulte. I'm here with my co-founder of the Blight Authority, Jack Dorsey. We are delighted to be here. We have had a lot of success clearing out blight from Pontiac, Michigan and Detroit, Michigan. In Detroit, we cleared 10 city blocks in 10 days, 218 lots. And in Pontiac, I showed up about a few years ago with the mayor, much like I'm showing up here, and we thought it was an insurmountable problem. We had over 900 abandoned structures. And after this year, the entire city of Pontiac will be residentially blight-free. So we believe that's the first urban city in America who has had a blight problem to completely eradicate the blight problem. So I'm just delighted to be here. I've enjoyed working with the mayor. St. Louis has about 7,000 structures. In my opinion, this is probably about a $70 million problem. I think that the current capacity is about 500 a year. If we can get that up to about 2,000 a year, which, again, don't hold me to any of these numbers because I don't want to get anybody in trouble, but if we got it up to 2,000 a year, I think that's probably the capacity that we could do. And I say that with the feds, with the city, with the state. I spoke with Secretary of HUD this morning, Ben Carson, and he's very impressed with what we're doing, very excited to be partnering with us. So I think between the mayor's office, between gentlemen who have generosity like Jack Dorsey and the philanthropic and business community, we can potentially take this to many other neighborhoods across the city, much like we did in Pontiac. So I'm thrilled to be here. I am going to introduce Jack here in a second and some of the other folks, but we'll be able to take questions. No questions on Twitter, please, or anything like that. This is a blight day. One thing I just want to say is that, you know, one of the reasons that we've had success in Detroit and some of the worst areas of Detroit, which are now good areas, by the way, is we partner with the community. And what we've done here is we have partnered with the community. What you see behind me are people who are working, and over the coming weeks and hopefully over the coming years, we will do our best to have as many jobs as we can and employ the community. The community is the most important aspect of this. Honestly, I'm not... I'm not important, and no offense to Jack, he's not important. The community is the most important. The people who live here, that's why we're here, that's why we're doing it. Where's Lakia real quick? Come on over here. Good to see you. This is the boss right here.
Wow!
Meet Jack.
Hi, Jack. I'm Lakia. Nice to meet you.
So Lakia is really the one who gets it done. And the thing I love about her is she's a female entrepreneur. And she could run circles around... I'm not going to know. You run big companies, so she can run circles around me. But she has done a phenomenal job. One of the things that I like most about Lakia is that she understands that how to think outside of the box, how to think creatively. Obviously, Jack Dorsey's been very successful thinking creatively in his career, and you're doing that here by kind of reinventing some things. And then Laura, I wanted to thank you as well. She doesn't like credit, but these are really the two people who made this happen. Laura and Lakia. So with that, I'm going to introduce my co-founder, Jack here, who actually made it all happen. I wouldn't be here without Jack, but I'm delighted to be here. So thank you, Jack.
Yeah, Jack.
Thank you. First, it's really good to be home. I was born in the city of St. Louis. I was raised in the city of St. Louis. My parents still live in the city of St. Louis. My brothers still live in the city of St. Louis. My entire extended family still lives in the city of St. Louis. And I've always looked for opportunities to give back to the city that gave so much to me and formed so much of my life. And we've been able to do that a little bit with Square. We employ over 500 people within the city of St. Louis. And we're looking to advance that and increase that. But Bill, who is the only reason I'm here and made this happen, provided yet another spark and another new idea and a path towards giving back to the city in a really unique way that allowed us to consider building up again and making sure that we're not just focused on this one moment, this one moment of demolition, but we're focused on follow through. So I stand here today committed to the Blight Authority, to Bill, and to the team to make sure that we don't just celebrate this one day of demolition, but we use it as an opportunity to follow through and to build. And wherever I can help in that regard, I'm going to do. So thank you, Bill and team.
Thank you. Well said.
You're up. How is everyone today?
Great, great.
I'm going to lose the microphone, but I'm loud enough usually that everybody can hear me. Thank you for being here. I'm Steve Conway. I'm the Mayor's Chief of Staff. One of the biggest priorities of this administration is to improve the quality of life of all residents. That's why the Mayor has focused so intently on addressing vacancy and blight. In 2016, the city demolished 28 buildings. In 2017, we took down 149 properties. Last year, we more than doubled that to 358 buildings. And then this year, we plan on taking down an additional 700 dangerous and decaying buildings. The Mayor's vacancy plan addresses more than demolitions. It includes collaborative efforts to reduce our inventory of vacant lots through the Mow-to-Own program, the Side Lot program, community gardens, and one of the most important things, increase the marketing of the lots that we have available. Today we are preserving our rich and diverse architecture of our buildings through sales, the Dollar Housing Program, and now Prop NS, which provides funds to secure otherwise abandoned properties that would have someday ended up in the same condition as these properties. But city government cannot do it alone. It is so important that we have partners in the private sector to help us accomplish the goals that make us a stronger city. Mayor Cruson and our city partners, the St. Louis Development Corporation, LRA, and the Building Division have worked to aid our current efforts with Clean Sweep, which includes private and not-for-profit sector partners that have aided in both demolition and lot maintenance. Our recent successes have increased the buy-in and the support of institutions, local companies, and most important, the neighbors. Today it is my honor to acknowledge our newest partners in these revitalization efforts. St. Louis Blight Authority is modeled after the acclaimed Detroit Blight Authority and founded by a man that tweets more than birds. And speaking of tweets, helping to fund these efforts and to give back to our community is St. Louis's own Jack Dorsey.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, Bill and Jack, for your well-placed investment in improving the quality of life of all of the residents in the city of St. Louis. Thank you.
Alderman?
What a great day to be in the 22nd Ward. Amen. I have a different perspective on this. I tell people all the time the 22nd Ward is a gold mine of opportunities. And today what we're doing is we're mining the gold. We're getting rid of the slum and blight so that developers can see the vision of rebuilding our community. We are standing on fertile soil for development, ladies and gentlemen. And it's my hope and my vision that 10 years from now, that we can come back and tour this block and see homes, to see a community that's being rebuilt. So on behalf of the 22nd Ward, I want to thank the St. Louis Blighting Authority, Jack Dorsey, Bill Pulte, Lyda Cruiser from the mayor's office, because this could have been done anywhere in the city of St. Louis, but it's going on in the Wellsville neighborhood, and we're excited about that, and we appreciate that. This is what real partnership looks like, ladies and gentlemen, and I can't say enough about the great job and the great direction that we're moving in the city of St. Louis to take better care of our communities. Thank you.
I feel like this project has helped a lot of people in the community. Like, we're trying to create better opportunities for the next generation of people who didn't have these type of homes.
So in Detroit, obviously it's been very successful. What are some of the ripple effects that you've seen in the neighborhoods after the demolitions?
People love it. People love it. We bring large scale. You can see we got 4 abandoned buildings over here. We've got 2 here. We got another one over there. It's just bang, 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 large scale. And when you go in like this, it offers hope to the community. They don't just think it's one home here and one home there. It's you're doing the whole job, and you're doing it quality, and that's what we're trying to do.
And how important is it that the community gets involved?
The most important. The community is the most important. This doesn't happen without the community, and you see the community. I mean, I just tell them that we bring the artillery. They tell us where to shoot it.
And how much of a difference will removing the blight do for this neighborhood?
Oh, it's going to make a significant difference, especially when you think from an emotional and psychic standpoint, because people that live over here won't have to look out their window or look out their door or next door to slum and blight. And what's so exciting about this is they're not just taking down the building, they're taking out all those stickweed trees and just overgrown crap that we have to deal with all the time.
Besides the blight, what are the other priorities of your ward and this particular neighborhood?
Well, I'm excited about the opportunity to bring back some single-family and multifamily homes on this fertile soil. Like I said earlier, the 22nd Ward is a gold mine for development, and we're mining the gold today.
Okay. How can the community get involved?
The community can get involved, number one, by calling me, their alderman, to check in. You can email me at jlboy64 at sbcglobal.net or call me at 314-381-9550. We're always looking for volunteers to help do cleanup projects in our neighborhood, and we're also looking for people that would share the good works that's going on in our community, because so far often we hear about all the bad negativity, but this is good stuff going on today, and I want people to share it.